y'all. So I just wanted to do a quick 37-week update. If you saw my 36-week vlog, that was kind of a walking vlog with my new camera, then you've already seen how big this belly has gotten, because in that video I was 37 weeks in 1 day. I'm 37 weeks and 4 days. Instead of going to the doctor today, which is Friday, I went yesterday. Because, and I just gonna jump right into this dramatic story, child. And the crazy thing is, I don't do drama. I really just, like to just keep stuff low key, right? But the drama just brought itself to me. So husband had to get some things repaired on his car. We wanted it in tip-top shape for driving home our little newborn. So we took his car to the Chevrolet dealership here for some repairs. So I had to bring him to work Wednesday. So Wednesday I brought him to work that morning. 6:40 in the morning we had to leave, y'all. Y'all know I don't do early. So we did that. And I texted him and I said, this is the first day I've ever had contractions in the morning. And throughout the day, I just started having more and more. So by the time I went to get him from work, I left about 40 minutes early because I wanted to stop at Popeyes. Y'all know I love me some Popeyes. So I wanted to stop at Popeyes, and I was like, whew, these things keep coming. So I got the Popeyes, and I had one contraction on the way there, because it takes like 20 minutes to get there. I had one contraction on the way there. Then when I parked the car, I was waiting in the parking lot, I had another one. So husband says, well, I'm here now, so I'll drive. So he was driving. I had another one. And they started to feel more uncomfortable. It wasn't painful, but it was just like, hey, pay attention to me. This is your uterus calling, So I drove home. Our house is like 10 minutes away from the service center, the dealership. So I was able to make it home and get in the door before I had another one, because I was scared to have one while I was driving, because they were getting closer together and like, a little bit stronger, not much. Y'all, I had them bad boys all day Wednesday. So later on that night, I started feeling nauseous with it, and they started coming maybe like 15 minutes apart, and my back started hurting. So I text my mom and I'm like, I'm pretty sure we have contractions here. So she comes over and starts cleaning, and she's like, I'm getting ready for my grandbaby. She started washing everything and wiping everything and mopping and picking up and doing, and I'm like, Mama, please do not break your back in here talking about you getting ready for your grandbaby, right? So, and I text some of my girlfriends and I was like, look, y'all, trying to figure out, like, the people that had experienced childbirth, because my mama, I'm her only child. My husband, he's his mom's only child. So they only have one birth experience each. So when they talk about, childbirth is like, that's it, just a one-time thing. And my mom, for her labor with me, like when she started having contractions, that was it. Like she went into labor and had me like the same day or something. So I don't think she ever even experienced like Braxton Hicks. So for me, I had experienced some Braxton Hicks, but the fact that my back started hurting, I started having the nausea, and I looked it up and it was like, well, when nausea is involved, headaches, back aches, you talking, true labor. So I thought I was like in early labor, and I wasn't in an aunt's nest to go to the hospital or anything like that, because I knew they had to be strong and they had to be very close together, like 5 minutes, or less, for, them to keep me and admit me into the hospital. Or either my water had to break, which hadn't happened. So, look at that belly. So that happened all night. Thursday, I woke up just feeling a hot mess because I walked the hall all night with these contractions till like 1 in the morning. And finally I said, well, since it's just early labor, everything I've read said try to sleep through early labor because, of course, it's only going to get worse and they'll start actually being really painful, and really close together, and you won't be able to sleep at all. So I was like, let me just try to get in the bed and go to sleep. And I kept making sure that I was drinking plenty of water because I was like, I don't want this to be like, Braxton Hicks just getting really bad or coming really often because I'm dehydrated or I'm hungry. So I was eating, y'all. I was drinking water like nobody's business. I had taken a warm bath twice, I want to say, and these things were still coming. So I'm thinking I'm in early labor, y'all. Woke up the next morning, I was nauseous. Husband wants to call the doctor. And I was like, husband, my appointment is tomorrow. We'll just, hang in here unless they get, 5 minutes apart. Then we'll go to the assessment center. He calls the doctor anyway. And when you're pregnant, they be like, nah, come on in. They want to check you, So he had packed the bag already. See, I'm having another contraction. Just Braxton Hicks in the front. But, so he had packed a bag. He put my suitcase, his suitcase, the baby suitcase, the car seat, everything in the car, y'all. Like, we really finna stay at the hospital. And I'm thinking, all they gonna do is just turn us around. But we didn't go to the assessment center. We went, I guess they had a little spot to fit me in. We just went for a prenatal visit with my doctor, which I preferred. Because, I just like her. I don't want too much food with nobody else at that hospital. You know what I'm saying? So, I was glad that it was what he had arranged. So, we just did my 37-week visit yesterday. So, my blood pressure was good. And I was scared that my blood pressure was elevated because I kept having those headaches. Every time I would get a little, short nap in, I would wake up with a headache. So I'm thinking my blood pressure is high. But it was fine. I gained 1 more pound. And let's see. When she measured me, of course, I'm off the charts as far as belly measurements go, which doesn't surprise me at this point. And she checked my cervix and I was still 1 centimeter. So I'm like pissed. And I guess she's thinking that I'm disappointed because I'm thinking the baby's going to be born. I was pissed because I'm like, I don't want to have all these contractions and back pain and headaches, feeling like I'm about to throw up. And I'm not even, dilated anymore. Like, that's some foolishness. Like, that'll make you say some 4 little words, child, But, I was not dilated anymore. I was still 1 centimeter. And she said that, sometimes people can have all those contractions for days at a time. Then, nothing happens. It just stops. And, they may go into labor weeks later. And she was like, that's why I wanted to check your cervix because some people, they have contractions. And she was like, you could be 5 centimeters. I don't know. So she checked. She was like, if you 5 centimeters, we're just going to send you on over to the hospital. No, 1 centimeter. So, husband asked about the headaches and nausea, all that. She was like, you could just be very early in labor or whatever. And that's just all a part of it. And I was like, for real? Like, I got to feel this terrible and there's no hope that I'm having a baby today? And I was like all amped. Because it's Notorious B.I.G. birthday. So I was like, ooh, my baby gonna be born on the same day as Biggie. No. What happened after that? So husband was like so disappointed because I think he thought we really was finna have a baby that day. And by that point, everybody had kind of hyped me up to thinking that I was too. And, you know, I mean, me having contractions that morning, I've never had contractions in the morning, always in the evening. So the fact that I had them all day, I was like, shoot, yeah, we finna have a baby. So, I can't really say it was all him, because I fed into the hype too, child. But we left there, and after that, the contractions started being like random again. Like they're random today. They just random, child. I don't know. So that's why, when you see my other vlogs, you'll see we have suitcases lying around and stuff, because we were like getting ready to go, honey. Like, for real, for real. And so that was all the drama with the early labor, false labor, whatever. I mean, I thought we was finna have a baby, y'all, because I ain't never had contractions all day. And then, like, now my stomach and my back, are just sore from all that going on. Like, I mean, my skin is just sensitive to the touch in those areas, because it just was, that was a lot of contractions to have to me. And say you ain't gonna have not am baby that day or the next day, you know. So that is 37 weeks. Everything else has been pretty consistent. The only new things that have happened with all of that have been the headaches and nausea that come when, or that came when the contractions picked up some. Almost 38 weeks. I guess it is coming, you know. And as far as the plans, y'all know my baby is big. They're estimating that she is 8.1 pounds to 2 pounds off, they said. But my doctor said if she's not 8 pounds, then she's probably 9 pounds. I kind of went into, I guess, a little bit of detail about, you know, how she felt about delivering this child. And she's like, you know, if she keeps growing at the rate of, you know, growing half a pound a week, we talking 10-pound baby. And I'm not trying to pull no 10-pound baby through the birth canal and break her arm, dislocate her shoulder, paralyze her, anything like that. So, next week, I have an appointment again next Thursday, at 38 weeks. And before the appointment, I have an ultrasound. They will do another estimate of her, size and weight. And, if she has indeed, you know, grown to 9.5, 10 pounds, then I have been prepped through verbal agreement with my doctor that we will schedule a C-section for 39 or 40 weeks. And of course, if she lets me pick, then I'm going to pick 39 weeks so we can go ahead and get this show on the road. Because I would really like her to be born like June 1st or 2nd. I don't feel like waiting until no June 8th. And, because I mean, by then, if she's just big, she's just big. But, that is if I don't go into labor before then. So I really would like to just go into labor naturally, deliver an 8.5 pound baby, and, vaginally, and yay, it would be nice, right? But I don't know if that can happen, though. But like I said, I'm just leaving it in God's hands. That is what has happened. I told y'all it was some drama and some foolishness. And that's just what it is, y'all. So y'all have already seen my belly this week. If you have any questions, something I didn't touch on, y'all know all my business anyway. So just ask below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. And I'll see y'all in the next video. I never know what's coming.